Chrisean Rock CPS case and why Blueface backed the petition. Chrisean Rock CPS case and why Blueface backed the petition. All right, guys, let's get into this video. This is a wild one. Now, first, let me start out by saying I was asked to do this video. I was asked to do a fair and balanced coverage of what's really going on. People have a feeling that Chrisean is being sabotaged because she just signed with a boxing company. Now, this is the real deal. This is no fly-by-night boxing agency. She recently just got into a fist fight when she was in Compton, and she physically beat up six girls, six people she beat up by herself. Somebody in the boxing business was watching this, was very impressed, and they said, we gotta sign her, okay? So the name of the company that she is signed with is called X Rumble Fighting Championship. She signed the contract January 7th. She is training with a real trainer that has a real reputation. His name is Calvin Ford. And she has a whole team behind her. I'm talking about personal assistants, managers, boxing trainers, the whole deal. Now, her trainer, Calvin Ford, he's been working with renowned boxers like Gervonta Davis. Now, I'm being told that Chrisean signed a very lucrative deal with the potential of making millions and millions of dollars. And this is why she cried when she signed her paperwork and said, I just made it out the ghetto. She's also publicly been supported by Clarissa Shields, the GWOAT, as we call her, and a lot of other real professional boxers. You know, we've seen her hanging with Gervonta and Ryan Garcia and stuff like that. They are all pulling for Chrisean, but they only signed Chrisean, no Blueface. And she knows when people put money on you up front that you gotta play by the rules. So she's not going to be on the internet now just going back and forth with people, back and forth with Blue. As a matter of fact, I don't think she hasn't talked about Blue in a long time. So she is not responding to what's going on. So let me tell you guys what's going on. Now let's talk about all these people calling CPS because of the blogger named Sean Davy Way. Now, should I say, Sean Davy Way has a very colorful past. He did have a little, I don't know what you call it, spat with my husband back in the day. My husband was upset with him because of the whole Jaguar Wright situation, and they kind of went back and forth. My husband did thorough backgrounds on Sean Davy Way, and it was quite interesting. But ended up being comedy, these two going at each other, and then they just dropped it. And I personally don't have anything against Sean Davy Way. I just don't. But I feel that it's important that you know about his past. Now, a long time ago, Sean Davy Way interviewed this girl. Her name was Legina Gold. And she was claiming that Aaliyah and R. Kelly was her parents and they gave her up for adoption. The reason I kind of giggled a little bit is because, number one, it's clear she was not Aaliyah and R. Kelly's child. She just doesn't look like either one of them. The controversy is Sean brought this woman on, interviewed her. In the interview, you could tell something's wrong with her. She says she's on meds, but Sean continues the interview. Then he introduces her to Jaguar Wright. After this, these three were bosom buddies, and they were talking all these crazy stories. They knew that something was wrong with Legina, that she has a mental history. Also, Jaguar Wright has a mental history. Everybody knows she says she's schizophrenic, and we watched it all go down. But they were being accused of making up stories for cash.
None of the one, he said he was going to change my name to hers, because I just remember coming up to her like, yeah, she died in the plane. Like, and then, I don't know.
Sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry. Do you need a minute? Are you good?
No. This medication is hard. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's getting harder to, like, articulate my words now because they slow my chemicals in my mind, and it just feeling uncomfortable now. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, lady. Absolutely. So after that, shout out to Jaguar Wright. I know you wanted to speak with Jaguar Wright, and we're definitely going to talk to her. She's backstage. Jaguar, please don't leave.
So what do you think about, like, all right, so we're on the way to the studio. We're about to start filming. Oh, by the way, everyone, please congratulate Legina. She made it to the blue couch. Real life street stars is going down today. Legina Gold, the alleged daughter of R. Kelly and Leah speaks.
Okay, I just want to clear up some things. People going online making it seem like because I did bail Jag out, but it was from my own personal money, not from the cash app I received. I didn't get a lot because apparently you guys didn't donate a lot. That's what I've been told. So, and just to clear it up, it's from my own personal money. It wasn't from no money that you guys sent in the cash app. I didn't receive more than $500, more than that.
Now, this went on for months. She's talking about she only made $500. They made a killing. $2,000, $3,000 per video. And not one person asked for any evidence that you were the daughter of R. Kelly and Aaliyah. I feel like people love hearing a sad story. They like to be bamboozled. That's how I feel. So this went on for months, maybe even a year, maybe a year and a half. And they made a killing until they all fell out with each other. Then they started blaming each other for making up stories and scamming the public. It was a hot-ass mess, people. So now let's compare Sean Davy Wade dealing with that situation and being called a scammer to present day starting a petition for Chrisean's son, Chrisean Jr. Only this one started out a little different. I have to tell the truth. This started out with Chrisean already having a bad reputation with the public. And she started having a bad reputation with the public when she was being accused of drinking and smoking while she's pregnant.
FaceTime her, she's like smoking a joint. She's
While
full
she's-
on pregnant.
while she's pregnant,
Full on
yeah.
pregnant. Smoking a joint.
like-
and I said, aren't you, and she's like, shh. And I'm like, nigga, they ain't no shh. I'm like, the baby's in the stomach. Like,
Yeah.
no fucks given.
And according to the rumor, she was also spotted in public smoking and drinking with Glorilla.
Ladies, let me see who really been flowed out in real life. Let me see who really been flowed out in real life, though. Ladies, one more time. What you say? It's
Now, not only was Glorilla there, you could see GJ Sky there. There were a lot of celebrities in that party that day. Now, according to Chrisean, she wasn't drinking alcohol. Whatever, Chrisean. Of course, this outraged the public because you're not supposed to be smoking and drinking. And then some mothers are so protective, they ain't even at the damn club. Okay? Now, maybe we could say you're working or whatnot, but it's clear you have been caught smoking and drinking, but you say it's no alcohol. And, Blue didn't really think much of it.
She was first time. She didn't really know the process. She's kind of like, she doesn't know how serious it is,
Well, yeah, because while she's pregnant, she's drinking and smoking.
No.
There's a video of her talking about it. I think there's actually a video of her drinking, possibly, or talking about it. And, I'll tell you this.
She never did that around me.
Right. Well, for example,
Smoking, yeah, but she never drank around me.
well, the smoking
pregnant.
is serious also.
In moderation, for a pregnant woman, it's not as severe.
Now, with all due respect, he sounds absolutely crazy. Everybody knows you're not supposed to be drinking or smoking while you're pregnant. And this infuriated the public. Of course it did, because what are you doing? It's almost like ABUSE, okay? And people were outraged. Now, let's not forget, she allegedly did this in front of all sorts of celebrities. Nobody called CPS, okay? Nobody. Fast forward, the baby gets here and the public realizes that something's wrong. They feel like he's not developing the way that he should be developing and hitting the milestones that he's supposed to be hitting. But according to Chrisean and Blueface, nothing's wrong with the baby.
The child is born, and, you know, when you look at the pictures and the videos, it somewhat appears that there's some disability going on. Is that true?
You know what? There is no disability.
As time goes on, the public gets more and more infuriated. They even start diagnosing Junior themselves, saying something's wrong with them. And we read these medical records that were supposed to be released, but really, there have been no official records released on Chrisean Jr. And that's why everybody has to say allegedly.
Okay, who's out here breaking HIPAA laws? Apparently, there's some medical records of Chrisean and her baby floating around. And I don't know if it's true. This is all alleged. But I'm just going to share what I learned. Maybe, allegedly. So it says that the baby suffers from fetal alcohol syndrome and neonatal abstinence syndrome. So neonatal abstinence syndrome is basically the baby is withdrawing from opioids, some sort of drugs, but they're thinking either opioids or coke in this case. And allegedly, but he also allegedly suffers from spasticity, which is like a neurological disorder that makes it hard for people or babies to move their limbs. He also suffers from seizure disorder and CVI. Now, CVI is cortical visual impairment,
which basically means that the baby is blind. Now, all of this is alleged because, like I said before, people love drama and they like to be fooled, okay? You cannot diagnose anybody with anything without a professional behind it. At least that's what true blue Chrisean fans are saying. But you got the other side. No. He's blind. She needs her baby taken away from her, and it just gets big and out of hand, and you got both sides going at each other. So Chrisean goes on live a couple weeks ago, maybe days ago, and it appears that her son is sick.
See, he fucked it all up. Good boy. Give me that. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy.
Of course, to the anti-Chrisean people, this is just one more thing that she's not doing for her son. So they go crazy saying, oh my God, you take the baby to the hospital. Your baby's sick. You're not taking the baby to the hospital. And when I tell you that these people are making it a daily event to go into Chrisean's lives, go on her Instagrams, in her social media, and they just drag her every single day. And you know how the public can be, especially when you're not held accountable for saying things. They come after her. They say the meanest things that they can possibly say. They talk about her baby. They talk about her looks. Somebody even said one day, why don't you comb Junior's nappy hair? It gets very bad. Y'all know how it is. And to Chrisean supporters, well, they're considering it bullying. There is a new accusation accusing Chrisean of something every single day, especially with this new petition out there. Then you have the pro-Chrisean people saying that's not true. She took the baby to the hospital, and she did come on and talk about it. But I want to keep this video short, and it's getting very long. Now, all of a sudden, Sean Davy Wade decides, oh my gosh, something needs to be done about this. He started a petition called #SaveJunior. And he's trying to get everyone to sign this petition because he feels like CPS needs to be involved and that Chrisean needs her baby taken away from her.
Why did you call the white folks on Chrisean?
I'm going to call more white people, including like I call her white daddy, Sean Malone.
So what Blueface said was true and alive when he said she is on the run from CPS right now.
Blueface signed the petition.
Blueface signed your petition?
Yes, Jonathan Porter, Blueface. I sent him a message. Yeah, he signed the petition. All that good stuff.
Did she really hit the baby in the head with the box and said she didn't want these clothes for him? Is that true? Did she?
I didn't see. I don't believe. I feel like she threw it in his direction, but I don't think she threw it at him. I ain't gonna be that dirty and be like she threw the box at the baby. That's kind of,
Sean, this reminds me of what happened with your Jaguar Wright series.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you call the police on Jaguar Wright one time?
Correct.
Then Sean had people calling into his show saying that Chrisean physically puts her hands on Junior.
Thing I'm going to talk about is her sister saying that Chrisean hits Junior. She started hitting him when he was around 3 months old. The first time it happened, it was because while on live, he was crying, and the comments started talking about how he found it. She got upset, and she took her anger out on Junior. No. Until this day, she still hits him.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, anti-Chrisean people are describing her as a monster, saying that she puts her hands on her child without any proof. Okay? These are some serious allegations without any proof. And it's really driving her fans crazy. They're saying, you're going too far. You're already known as a scammer. You're trying to do this to Chrisean because there are vulnerable people out there that will believe everything that you say. But you are just scamming yet again.
Hi, it's Sean W.A. You call?
Sean, what's my issue? That is her child. Let her do what she gonna do with her child. Let CPS get her.
Hold on.
I said the issue is let CPS get her. She said she done had a case and they ain't found nothing wrong and they gone.
We are, and we're gonna help CPS get her. I agree. We're gonna help CPS get her. What is the problem?
She said she done had some cases.
And she still does.
Evidently, she must be doing something right.
They did take. Make sure if you're gonna pay attention, pay all the way attention. They did take him away, and they did give him back. So let's start there. So say CPS took her kid before, gave her kid back, and
give him back. Then she must be doing something right once again.
Certain qualifications that are basic and standard. And
now, in all honesty, there is no record that CPS took her child away. Maybe he meant, I don't know, took the child away while they talked to her. But she has custody and continues to have custody. Now, a lot of pro-Chrisean people are also saying, Blue signed the petition? You signed a petition for CPS to come pick up your son because you claim this is your child. If something is really happening with your child, why aren't you doing anything about it? Why are you waiting for a blogger to call CPS? You and your mother, what's her name, Carlissa, she's on the internet every damn day, and you didn't have time to go call CPS if somebody's putting their hands on your son or if Chrisean is mistreating your son. What you're doing, instead of being a parent and being involved in your child's life, you decide to go on a date with Chrisean's friend or ex-friend.
You look pretty.
Thank you.
I like your makeup.
Thanks. Nice. Aw, so cute.
It's cute.
Blueface, this is not a good look. If your son is in danger, bad enough for you to sign a petition, but you don't go help him, but you're all up in the camera with Stunner Girl. When I tell y'all there's enough blame to go around for everybody on this crazy situation, it's enough blame to go around for everybody. Now, according to the rumors, Chrisean's team saying that they don't have time for this. They really want her to train and prepare for the upcoming fight. They keep as much away from her as they possibly can, and they definitely ordered her not to comment on this in public. They're saying that Sean Davy Way is a clout chaser and doing this to gain attention for clicks and views where he can make more money. They're also saying that Blueface is jealous of Chrisean because she got the lucrative contract and not him, and this is his way of getting back at her, including dating her friend. I want to know where that no good grandmother is. I'm talking about Carlisa. Where the hell is she at? If her grandson is in such danger, she talks about everything else on the internet. This is messy, 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 messy. You guys let me know your thoughts and down in the comment section. Until next time, bye for now.
Yes, he know my voice now. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, little man? What's going on? Hey, little man. Ow. I like the outfit. I like the outfit.